Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is the Go No Go show. I'm your host, Nizam, and this is my co-host, partner in crime, Adam. We're gonna get the show going. Before we start, song. I got some new kicks. These are for you. Can we go back to 2? Look, these are for you, Monica. For you guys. You know what? Yeah, I know. I try to be fancy.
I like it. You look good.
I like to. Thank you. You know what? Let's try to. We missed a week, so let's try to squeeze some movies in. So what are we gonna start with today?
So we got a packed episode. We have A Million Ways to Die in the West, Maleficent, The Fault in Our Stars, and Edge of Tomorrow.
What are we gonna go with first?
First, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
All right, let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Now you put that under your pillow and the tooth fairy will leave you a penny. There ain't no tooth fairy, idiot!
Welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West.
The American frontier in 1882 is a terrible place in time.
Oh, hey, look, it's the ice. Why is it so big?
So it doesn't melt. It's actually really interesting how they do it.
Oh! That went south so fast! Oh!
There are a million ways to die in the West. Outlaws, hungry animals, diseases. People literally die from their own farts.
Ouch! That came out of my penis!
I would like to welcome a new member to our community.
Welcome to our awesome town.
What's with this fair?
Every year, people die.
Really?
Everybody hold still.
Hold still!
People die at the fair.
People die at the fair.
Somebody in this town is going to die.
Oh, man, somebody's gonna get messed up.
Please don't shoot us on sex night.
You beat this guy at a gunfight, you're gonna be a real hero.
I've never actually fired a gun before.
I'm gonna teach you how to shoot.
You've never seen one?
Yeah, I feel like I should have a piece of cake or something.
You ready?
Yeah.
I know you're here, Stark.
Hahatena ashte. Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis.
Ty Jules, neglect.
Wow, you look amazing.
I really love that the most alluring fashion today is to simulate a fat ass.
If I was a black guy, this is the meanest trick you could play on me.
A million ways to die in the West.
Hello? What's that?
It's a weather experiment.
Oh.
That's pretty funny. Very funny.
Love it.
I think that this was a disgusting, humorous, crass, hilarious film. I feel like Seth is kind of almost in his groove, almost in his rhythm. It was almost Wayne-esque, you know, like with some of the humor. What do you think?
I think you're right. I absolutely agree. And this is Seth MacFarlane, of course, the creator of Family Guy and American Dad and stuff like that. So you know what you're getting. The guy who did Ted. If you've seen Ted, you've seen this movie as well. It's just in the West, and I love it. I love the concept. I love the execution. It had the advantage of not the parts in the trailer were not just the funniest parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Like some people had that complaint about Ted. They're like, oh, they showed everything in the trailer, which they do show a lot, and a lot of times trailers give things away. But there was a lot of laughs to be had that you don't see in the trailer. And there was actually a couple scenes in the trailer that weren't in the movie, which I was happy about. Yeah. I was just like, all right, well, we saw that, and now give me something new to laugh at.
Right.
And it had kind of like a Blazing Saddles type of feel to me, like a modern day Blazing Saddles. And,
yeah, it's a good person.
And I really enjoy the modern humor in such an old time, you know what I mean? In an old period of our history. And it's just, I love how, like in the commercial, it's in the commercial, but it's not in the movie when he was there at a funeral. And he was just like, oh, I wish there was more I could do to save her. And he's like, well, Doc, she had a splinter. There's really nothing you could have done. Like, I love that. Like, they just, and back in 1899 or whatever it was, he's like, just anything could kill you. And I love that. I thought he did a good job with that humor.
What do you think? Go or no go?
I'm giving it a go.
You're gonna give it a go?
I'm gonna give it a go. Absolutely.
Oh man.
Absolutely. If you need a good laugh, I mean, you need an escape from all the special effects and stuff. You just want to laugh. I get it. Yeah.
I don't think he quite has it. Like you know, with the brick mansions a while back, I said, you know, it was like one storyline away, one actor away. I feel like he got the actors.
Oh yeah.
And he's got an okay story. Like I feel like some of the jokes and some of the stuff was kind of scattered. Like I would say give him one more. I would say no go on this.
Is that right?
Yeah, you know, it's funny, but I would say no go on this one.
No, nobody's perfect. But what's it called? Charlize Theron, though. Charlize Theron, I give you a lot of props to have such a great sense of humor about yourself. She's this beautiful, stunning, and like awesome Academy Award-winning actress, and she could just toss that all to the side and just have a good time with the guys.
He got the actors. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris killed it.
Always.
You know,
always does.
You got Liam Neeson in there. You can't go wrong with Liam.
He kills it all the time too.
Yeah. What do we got next?
Well, next is Angelina Jolie's Maleficent. Maleficent.
Let's just watch it. Let's check it out.
Shall bestow a gift on the child.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will fall into a sleep like death. Curious little beastie. Bring her to me.
I know you're there. Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Then come out.
Then you'll be afraid.
All the other fairies fly. Why don't you?
I had wings once. They were strong, but they were stolen from me. There is evil in this world. Hatred and revenge.
Bring me her head.
I call on those who live in the shadows. Fight with me now!
Is it true? Are you Maleficent?
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Maleficent. Maleficent.
You go first.
Okay. I think this movie was beautiful to look at. It's coming from his first-time director, but his name escapes me. I'm sorry, but he did all the artwork on movies like Avatar or Alice in Wonderland. So visually, it was beautiful to watch. The pacing kind of lost me towards the middle of the movie. Like, it had a strong beginning and a strong finish, but the middle of the movie, I was getting a little tired. It was a little slow moving for me. But I thought Angelina Jolie is absolutely perfect. She's the embodiment of perfection, basically, from her talent to her looks. Even with the fake cheekbones right there, she still looks absolutely beautiful, and her performance was fantastic. She's just an all-around amazing talent. So it was a nice watch for the visuals. If you can see it on the biggest screen possible, IMAX 3D, or just on the big screen in general, I think it's a good time. It's definitely has a lot of eye candy, and I like the. It's kind of like the what was it, Sleeping Beauty? Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. I guess that's what they took this from. Sleeping Beauty for like the feminist era. You know, there's certain things when you watch, you'll see that they don't stick to traditional aspects of the story, but they're good changes. They're changes that I'm, proud that my nieces that will grow up and have like positive female role models to look up to in these new versions of these old fairy tales. Mm-hmm. So I think they did a good job with this one.
I didn't quite get that connection. They kind of threw it at you, and I was like, oh, okay, like but and yeah, they did kind of change it a little bit. But yeah, I thought visually it was awesome. It was Robert Stromberg is actually the director.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, I just looked that up real quick.
Nice.
But yeah, the visuals were great. I'm on the fence. It's one of those days again for me.
Yeah. I understand.
I feel like everyone wants to go dark.
Yeah.
Like, let's go dark. That's what's gonna sell. Like
Gritty.
Disney is Disney. When I think Disney, I think, hey, bright, science.
It was dark, yeah. For a Disney
know.
film, I forgot it was a Disney. Yeah.
And for Disney to put something like this out for kids.
Yeah.
Buyer beware. It's
you're right.
It's
a little heavy.
definitely a little scary. Like if you thought Bambi, the fire and
Yeah. Oh yeah, there were some parts like the tree dragon and stuff, and the actual dragon and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I guess it was exciting for us, but I could see little kids being like, oh.
Yeah. So just I would say for me, I would say it's a go because visually it's pretty awesome. Angelina, you love her, you hate her, she has that, and then she can bring you back. You can
Absolutely.
like her, then hate her, and then love her again.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was a nice twist on an old classic, I guess. And they didn't really, I didn't really get that. I just thought it was kind of like a new story, but they kind of. I think it was taken from the Sleeping Beauty, but I'm gonna give it a go.
Yeah, it is the prequel basically. It's how the witch became the witch or whatever, and which is an awesome origin story for her. This was a nice vehicle for that character, and Angelina Jolie did it beautifully. So I'm gonna give it a go too.
Yeah. I think it was pretty good, and I think that visually it was great. It's a good story.
And Sharlto Copley, the guy who played the king, I love watching him work. I love that he's getting work. So you'll recognize him when you see him, but I'm always happy to see him in
Stefan.
movies.
Stefan, is that?
He was in District 9. He was the guy in District 9, and he was Murdoch in A-Team.
Oh yeah. That's
him.
what I knew him from. I couldn't figure out. I couldn't pinpoint where it was at. But all right,
it's good to see him work.
All right, so we gotta go. We got 2 goes on that.
We got 2 goes.
All right, cool. What we got next?
What's it called? The Fault in Our Stars. Yes.
All right, let's check that.
Let's do it.
I believe we have a choice in this world about how to tell sad stories. On the one hand, you can sugarcoat it. Nothing is too messed up that can't be fixed with a Peter Gabriel song. I like that version as much as the next girl does. It's just not the truth. This is the truth. Doctor's appointments, reality shows, worst of all, support groups.
Christ is our friend and he'll be there to the end. All right. Hazel, how are you doing?
You mean besides the cancer? All right, I guess.
Why don't I play another song?
You need to be a teenager.
If you want me to be a teenager, you don't send me to support group. You gotta give me a fake ID so that I can go to clubs and take pot.
You don't take pot?
That is the kind of thing I would know with a fake ID.
Hey, make some friends.
Sorry.
My bad. I'm Augustus Waters. I've been in remission for about 1.5 years.
Maybe you'd like to share some of your fears with the group.
Oblivion. What's your name?
Hazel. Why are you staring at me?
Because you're beautiful.
Really? You just ruined this whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yes, this whole thing.
Oh, man.
You were doing really well, too.
I never lit one. It's a metaphor, see? You put the thing that does the killing right between your teeth, but you never give it the power to kill you. A metaphor. So, what's your story?
I was diagnosed when I was 13.
No, not your cancer story. Your real story. Your hobbies, your passions, your weird fetishes.
I am quite unextraordinary.
I reject that at the hand.
Gus talks about you all the time.
We're just friends.
You trying to keep your distance from me in no way lessens my affection for you.
Gus, I'm a grenade. One day I'm gonna blow up, and I'm gonna obliterate everything in my wake, and I don't want to hurt you.
You don't get to choose if you get hurt in this world, but you do have a say in who hurts you. I am in love with you, Hazel Grace. And I know that love is just a shout into the void, and that oblivion is inevitable. And I am in love with you. All your efforts to keep me from you are gonna fail. That's what you want.
That's what you want. It's done. We are a hot mess.
You're so beautiful.
Are you angry?
So angry.
You need to break something.
I feel fall in love with him the way you fall asleep. Slowly, and then all at once.
It's a good life, Hazel Grace. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hazel and Gus.
So sad.
It was. I think one of the things about this movie I think that was kind of ironic is that they tried to make it so real that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
You know, like I wish people were as honest as these two.
Yeah.
You know, like they're real honest and they speak their mind. And for Hazel, I understand because, you know, she's in the situation that she's in and she's kind of like, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and like I think the relationship with the parents was really cool. But I think that they tried to make it like so like real, like we're keeping it real.
Yeah,
you know that it. Just,
I noticed that too.
It kind of made it cheesy. You know what I'm saying? But it was pretty good.
I noticed that in the trailer when she's like, and that's something that couldn't be fixed with a Peter Gabriel song or whatever. It's like, but that's just not the truth. It's like they try so hard to be different and not go towards the norm, but. They were hitting every cliche while doing it.
Yeah.
Like, but I do give it credit. It threw me a couple curveballs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is this generation's A Walk to Remember.
Yeah.
I remember when A Walk to Remember came out, and all the girls loved it, and it was the fairy tale that I was like, oh, I'm gonna find love like that one day, this and that. So that's what this is. It's A Walk to Remember for the new generation, and it's definitely a tearjerker. It pulls every single tear that you have inside of you out, and it's not like just like the part at the end, like, oh, that was a sad ending. It's like the last 40 minutes. To like how much can we make these people cry? You know, and so it kind of hit home a little for me because I had lost my father to cancer, and
Sure.
And so seeing that process was, you know, it could get a little rough to watch for anyone who's been in that situation. But I think Shailene Woodley, I believe her name is, did a fantastic job. Like,
yeah,
her performance was great. And she, first time I saw her was in that movie, The Descendants, with George Clooney.
Okay.
And she's just coming in. She's a good example of an actor just working on their craft and using, I guess, the body like an instrument and just keep practicing because her performance was leaps and bounds better than when she first started. There was a show, Secret Life of a Teenager, I believe she was on. And, you know, she didn't really stand out much or whatever, but she's coming into her own. I thought her performance I fell in love with her in this movie. I thought she was great. And same thing with the dude, I forgot his name, but I like the main actor in this as well. Very good chemistry, yeah. Which was kind of weird because in Divergent they play brother and sister. I don't know if you know that.
No.
Or if you remember that. In the movie Divergent they play brother and sister, so it was kind of like weird to see it, but they sold me on it because their chemistry was so good. So it's just going to be weird to see the second Divergent movie because they're back to being brother and sister, and I'm like, wait, weren't you guys? Whatever. But yeah, it's a tearjerker, and you know what you're getting when you see that trailer. You're going in for a good cry. So, I'd say the only fault from this movie is that they didn't hand out tissues on the way in because you're gonna end up crying.
What do you give it?
I gotta give it a go.
Yeah.
I know I was on the fence, but it's. Like I said, it connected with me personally.
Yeah, well, yeah,
life,
okay,
so that's
I hear. I don't know. For me, I'm gonna say no go, just because I like for something like that, I feel like I want to be on the couch with like a girl or something, or just I don't know. You know, it's up to, you know. I don't want to walk out of the theater like sobbing, you know, or like you know, like consoling like a friend or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
saw that actually. I was getting out of the seat and there were literally girls hugging each other, like sobbing into their arms. So you're right. I mean, I gave it a go on the Instagram page and stuff like that, but I never thought of that. It's true. You might want to watch it at home.
It's tough, and you can just kind of snuggle into your couch, and you don't have to get in the car and drive or walk home or something.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Sit in your car for a half hour and cry to yourself.
But
that's a good point. You might want to wait to home viewing.
I can't do it. You know what? Let's get into this next one because this is a
big one.
Tom Cruise, and
Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow.
All right, let's check this out.
What I am about to tell you sounds crazy. And you have to listen to me. Your very lives depend on it.
Can I help you, sir?
What day is it?
For you, Judgment Day. You just came in with the fresh recruits.
30 seconds to drop!
It's a new day, people. Destiny calls.
Haven't you ever been one of these before?
Maybe.
My safety!
How do I turn the safety off of my weapon?
Come find me when you wake up!
It's a new day, people.
Who said you could talk to me?
You did. Tomorrow, at the beach, we meet. You do know what's happening to me.
We are fighting an organism. They have the power to reset the day, and now so do you.
It's a new day, people.
How do I control it?
You have to die.
Every day. I'm not even trained for combat.
Again. Your leg's broken.
No, I can still feel my toes.
Then we better start over.
Come on.
I can't do this. I'm not a soldier.
You're a weapon. Every time you die, you get smarter. And you want to make sure that we can win.
This is as far as you ever make it.
Why does it matter what happens to me?
I wish I didn't know you, but I do.
They know we're coming!
They were waiting for us.
It's because we've been here before.
Where's your helmet? I didn't even win one.
How many times have we been here? How many times?
Punch it! Punch it!
For me, it's been an eternity.
Hey, Sarge, the new guy. What's his name again?
Yo, this movie is Maleficent. I mean, wait, is Magnificent.
Magnificent?
Magnificent, yes. You can start. You can start. You go.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I knew I would love it. I'm a huge sci-fi fan, and I'm a huge Tom Cruise sci-fi fan. Movies like Minority Report or Oblivion. He knows how to pick good sci-fi movies, and he's keeping the streak going because I thought this was so much fun. I think it was poorly marketed though. The trailer speaks for itself with the visuals. The visuals were breathtaking, like probably some of the best visuals I've seen all year. And but it didn't. The marketing didn't showcase how much fun it would be to watch. Like I really had a good time watching this movie. It was funny. I laughed a lot. It kind of had this dark comedy thing going on, and it's Groundhog Day meets Source Code meets Starship Troopers basically, and I thought it was just so fantastic.
I disagree. I feel like the trailer did what it's supposed to do.
Really?
The trailer.
You don't think it was too dark? The trailer?
I feel like the trailer was put out and. It's like, all right, Tom Cruise, he's doing this movie, it looks kind of cool, and it's kind of like, and the buzz is, this is the Groundhog Day sci-fi movie or whatever. It's Tom Cruise, looks interesting, some different stuff going on or whatever, and then you get into the movie and they're like, bow, comedy, bow, bow, we're gonna do this, boom, uppercut, boom, we're gonna throw this on you, and it's like. Crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's insane. Chaos, the controlled chaos of the battlefield. I love the fact that he kept waking up over and over again because I just wanted to see more. I just wanted to see it was awesome.
And the buzz was Groundhog Day, but I don't the first part of the movie was Groundhog Day, and then they did kind of this thing, and they just flipped the whole thing.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with Tom Cruise, and he's been working on this movie for a couple years.
This one.
Yeah,
okay.
Edge of Tomorrow. He was he was working on the script, and he was working to get it made, and I think he hit the nail on the head, man.
I think so too.
I think the trailer was the trailer's just enough to entice you to kind of like, if you're a Tom Cruise fan, you're gonna go check it out. You know, if you kind of like that kind of source code, kind of Groundhog Day kind of thing or whatever, or if you're a sci-fi fan, you'd be like,
just a fan of visual effects alone. The visual effects were incredible in this movie. Doug Liman came a long way from you did Born Identity and Mr. and Mrs. Smith or whatever, but which are fun. Another fun movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It kind of reminded me of that too. It had like this, special effects action, but yet it was witty and lighthearted. And Emily Blunt, I mean, come on. Emily Blunt is I think is just worth the ticket price alone.
Yeah,
she
ridiculous.
really stepped up her game in this one. And this movie, I thought it was just. It's a perfect popcorn flick for the summer, and
it was great.
I hope the word of mouth spreads, because they're already considering it a flop, because it cost about $170 million to make, and it didn't open that well because Fault in Our Stars, all the tweens went out in droves to see that. But I think the word of mouth is going to spread.
Maybe in that case, if it's, I didn't even look at the box office numbers, but it's. I feel like we give too much away in the trailers.
Oh, all the time.
So
all the time.
I don't know. What do you think?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm giving it a go. Definitely giving it a go. You're going to be really happy that you saw it, and I hope it got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's out of like almost 240 reviewers. It got a 90% fresh rating, so it's there. You just need to go see it, and I'm going to go so far as to make it official.
You're going to make it official?
I'm making it official.
Making it official?
Yeah.
Oh,
the second
man,
official
see?
since we started this show. It's the only second time I dished this out, but I am making it official. The official seal of approval. I'm putting my reputation on the line. If you go to see this movie and you don't like it, you could come egg my house.
Wow.
Or take the air out of my tires. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah, you going in?
I'm gonna go with you. Yeah,
nice.
Listen. The marketing thing, I don't know. I feel like we give away too much, but good story, good actors, official. I'm gonna make it official too. Go see it in the theater.
Our reputation is on the line, so go see it. You will enjoy it.
This is a really great movie.
Probably one of the best I've seen all year.
It's a really great movie.
Yeah, it's bold, but
all right, we squeezed a bunch of movies in. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, so we got hashtag
GoNoGo.
GoNoGo
on our Instagram page at GoNoGo Movie Reviews, all one word, or our Twitter page at GoNoGo Show.
And you can check us out on WPCommunitymedia.org and just scroll down, look for the GoNoGo Show. We'll see you again real soon.
Take care.